Hello there and welcome to the Web News with our pick of the stories making the online headlines. Coming up on today's show, French actor and comedian Gad Elmaleh, the butt of online jokes. An Italian TV presenter launches an animal rights campaign. And a stuntman jumps from the roof of a 9-story building. Secret bank files were exposed by French daily Le Monde and several other international newspapers over the weekend and show that the private Swiss arm of British bank HSBC helped some 100,000 clients across the globe hide their money in tax havens between 2006 and 2007. There are reportedly around 3,000 French nationals among these tax evaders, including some well-known faces. Web users in France are focusing their attention on one of them in particular, actor and comedian Gad Elmaleh. That's right, he apparently held an account in the Geneva branch between 2006 and 2007 containing around 80,000 euros. Social networkers have been posting under the Je rêve d'une banque hashtag, which translates as I dream of a bank, laughing at the irony of it all, as that was the slogan used in an ad starring Gad Elmaleh last year, promoting a French bank while he was happily avoiding taxes by placing his money abroad. Web users have been coming up with all sorts of imaginative ways of criticising him, as we can see here, sharing amusing and sarcastic photomontages online. In view of the growing backlash, some have taken to the web to stand up for him. The people behind these Twitter posts, for example, say Gad Elmaleh doesn't deserve quite such a verbal bashing, as he did reportedly settle his taxes with the French authorities a few years ago. Italian TV presenter Tessa Gilisio has launched a campaign calling for pets to no longer be considered as possessions by the legal authorities. Writing on her blog a few days ago, television personality challenged current legislation in Italy that allows courts to seize cats and dogs from debtors as they would a piece of furniture in order to resell them. Her animal rights campaign has been proving extremely successful so far. Over 80,000 people have signed her online petition. Addressed to the Prime Minister, Matteo Renzi, amongst others, it recognises that some objects which hold sentimental value, like an engagement ring, for example, may end up being taken away by debt collectors, but not people's pets. These Twitter posts under the Je les en paix hashtag, which translates as hands off, share a similar sentiment and are strongly in favour of a change in legislation. And as we can see here, some have even shared photos posing alongside their pets. Writing for the online edition of Italian daily La Repubblica, journalist Antonio Cianciullo reports that a number of European countries are now pushing for a change in the legal status of pets to protect them from being seized from their owners. Austrian and German law now clearly distinguishes between possessions and pets, so they can no longer be taken away by debt collection authorities. Hairless dogs are very intriguing looking, especially when photographed up close. They almost take on the appearance of old wise men or philosophers or scientists. French photographer Sophie Guillemot has captured these adorable and comical looking hairless dogs in a collection entitled Prophecy, which shows man's best friend in a whole new, sometimes disconcerting light. Head to the artist's webpage for a closer look. Web users in Ecuador have been posting under the Yo soy Bonil, I am Bonil hashtag in support of Ecuadorian cartoonist Javier Bonilla, who is being sued by the government for making fun of an assembly member's speech. The story has stirred up lively reactions on social networks, with outraged citizens saying drawing is not a crime and urging the authorities to drop the case against Javier Bonilla. with the 7th episode in the Star Wars saga set to hit cinema screens in December 2015. This infographic, put together by fastcompany.net, shows us some interesting stats and facts, like how the films and the animated TV series inspired by the George Lucas movies have generated over $4.2 billion at the box office since 1977. Then you have all the merchandise, the lightsabers, action figures and other toys have generated some $12 billion in revenue, 3 times as much as the video games. In this video, we see Russian stuntman Alexander Chernikov set light to his clothes, then jump off the roof of a 9-story building and land in a pile of snow. An extremely dangerous stunt which you can watch through the daredevil's eyes via his YouTube channel.
Я легенда. Давай. Севернее сам. Черт!